Hi guys, Robbie46 here, welcome yourselves back to MotoGP 18 on the Xbox One X. Let's continue with career mode and see if we can continue gaining more points in the championship. Next race is going to be at Misano. Let's see how we get on. Alright, time for qualifying, and it hasn't gone all my own way. Managed to make it through into Q2. However, I was only, well, I wasn't quickest, I was second quickest, just behind the leader, but yeah, the times of the AI around here are pretty competitive, plus I'm having a few traction issues with the rear, so I'm having to use traction control, setting on number 2. I'm changing the overall gear ratio because finding it a bit too short, the default setting, so I'm making the gears a bit longer, so I think that's where I had it in free practice. So yeah, that just helps stop the rear spinning so much. Like I said, with the default gearing, the rear was just spinning up too much and I was just losing so much time because I wasn't getting the drive out of corners. So I've lowered the gear ratio just to, we got better top speed and less acceleration, so the rear will not spin up as much. Plus I'm using a bit of traction control as well, so that should help. Using soft tyres, medium tyres, I had barely any gripping, and hard tyres I had like hardly any gripping as well, so have to go with the softs. So let's see how we get on with qualifying. Okay, so we are currently the fastest at the moment, but I don't think that time will stand much longer. I think we can go a bit quicker anyway. So I'm going to try and go as quick as I can. Rossi's just had a crash and we are coming into turn number 4. The double right, try and treat it as one corner, that's the best way of getting around there. We are under our own time at the moment. Let's see if we can keep that time, or maybe take a bit more time off if we can. Into LaQuercia, out of there. This corner, yeah, gone very wide. That's corner's been catching me out a little bit, so I'm having to go a bit careful in there. So the first quick right-hander. And the second. Oh, we're half a second under our own time. This is looking very good for pole. So we should be doing a 1:28.2. They run to the line. 1:28.2 it is. There we go. Pole position for us at Misano. We got our championship contenders, 2nd and 3rd on the front row with me. Okay, let's see how we get on in the race then. Starting from pole position.
We are live from the starting grid, where the cameras are lingering on the favourite riders for today. A few minutes to go and finally the spectacle will begin.
Okay, so just loading my setup. I did save it during qualifying so that I didn't have to try and remember what I'd done. So, okay, so yeah, starting from pole position. Got DEgITx alongside me and Marc Marquez.
Places on the starting grid. Riders are deep in concentration with just a few seconds to go until this San Marino Grand Prix begins.
Okay, let's get on with it. Misano. Here we go. We'll do 9 laps around here. Into turn 1. And we are in the lead. Marquez trying to go around the outside. But not happening. Staying in the lead for now. Into Rio. Oh, Marquez is through. So is DEgITx. Marquez just forced me a little bit wide, which allowed DEgITx back through as well. So, Can we get DeVizioso into the next corner? Yes, we can on the brakes. Am I going to go wide? A little bit. DeVizioso's back underneath, is he? No, he's not. So holding second place at the moment, just behind Marc Marquez. We're going to have to go careful because... Oh, hello. Oh, they're all over the inside of that inside curve there. But we're staying in second for the time being. Just behind Marquez. Oh, almost went straight to the back of him. Closed him a bit quicker than I was anticipating. DeVizioso's still right there. A little mistake from me and DeVizioso's going to come through. So I'm going to have to be a bit wary. Through the final corner. So staying in second place for the time being, just behind Marc Marquez into turn 1. Just trying to get the better drive out of corners. Still spinning up a little bit though, despite the longer gearing and a bit of traction control. Oh, Rossi's crashed. So Rossi's crashed at his home Grand Prix. Into LaQuercia. Still got DeVizioso right behind me. That's what I'm more worried about. Trying to attack Marquez, but I'm worried that DeVizioso is going to come through. Is he going to come through here? Because they take a very tight line through there on the inside curve, but no. DeVizioso did not come through. With the first quick right-hander. Oh, we're gaining on Marquez, but it's quite difficult to overtake. So staying in second for now. Wide on the exit. Still got Andrea DeVizioso right behind me. Marquez has pulled away a little bit. That was due to my mistake. Marquez done the fastest lap as well. I only done a 1:29. So I'm going to have to try and speed up a little bit, otherwise Marquez is going to run away with this one. I know I can do the 1:28 because I've done a 1:28 in qualifying. Okay, looks like we've caught him a little bit. And pulled away from DeVizioso a little bit. At least it's not DeVizioso in the lead. I could do with getting in front of Marquez. Putting him between myself and DeVizioso to try and maximise the points. I mean, it's a long shot for the championship anyway because I'm so far behind. But we're back with Marquez now. I think DeVizioso's coming along as well. Final corner, out we come. Good run out of there. That was a 1:28.5 from me. So that was a much better lap than the last one. Fastest lap of the race so far. We're on lap number 4 of 9. Just trying to get Marquez. Oh, DeVizioso's crashed. DeVizioso's just crashed out of third place. That's given me some breathing time now. Don't have to worry about an attack from behind now. DeVizioso has crashed out of third place. That is good news for me. Whether he's still in third though. Because there was a pretty big gap to fourth. So, no, it's not DeVizioso in third. Not entirely sure what's happened to DeVizioso, but he definitely crashed. So it's just going to be between myself and Marquez now. It's Vinales who's behind me. Well, in third place. He's not right behind me. He's quite far behind now. But Vinales is in third, and I think I saw Lorenzo was in fourth. So at best, DeVizioso is fifth. Into turn one. Going to try and keep half an eye on the tower. Yeah, DeVizioso's in fifth place. So he's only lost a couple of positions. We're right with Marquez. A dent trying to Rio though. Just because I think I end up getting my nose chopped off. DeVizioso's crashed again. Andrea Dovizioso's just had another crash. That's his second crash of this race. He's going to be losing even more time now and even more places. He could be well outside the top 10 now. Especially if there's a big group of them together. He would have lost quite a few places. That's even better news. Meanwhile, I've got to try and get past Marquez. And it doesn't really look like it's going to happen anytime soon. Just cannot get it right to make a nice clean move. I mean, in Moto2 I was able to get a good drive out the final corner and get him by the first corner, but I can't seem to do that in GP. I mean, my rear tyre is going off pretty quick. I'm starting to spin a little bit more. Dovizioso's in 12th place. Now 13th. But that is fantastic news for me. I don't know what that's going to do to the championship because we are quite a few points behind Dovizioso. He's still going to lead after this one. But it would be nice. I mean, Marquez is trying to pull away again. Second place is not a disaster. That's still going to be 20 decent points. We're going to lose 5 to Marquez. However, it would be nice just to get those extra 5 points. So I'm going to have to try my best to get back on terms with Marquez, but that is a pretty decent gap he's got now. My rear tyre is just not feeling that good anymore. To really think of something. Next lap we're going to have to go. I'll try and do our personal best lap of the race if we can. We're almost back with him. That was just a 29 flat, so I need to try and dip back into the 28s if I can. Huge gap back to third. I'm feeling a bit more aggressive on the Ducati here at Misano. More aggressive than I have in previous races. The bike is moving around quite a bit here, especially on the brakes into La Quercia. It was fine that time, but I've had the rear step out a few times in this race. Managed to keep it under control. Marquez always taking that, I say tight line, but he's going on the inside curb. Coming around to finish lap number 7. I may have to turn my traction control up in a minute. Just turn it up to 3. See how we are for this lap. So that's a 129.4, so we're definitely getting slower. That's just showing that my rear just not giving me the drive out corners that I need it to anymore. That's just allowing Marquez to just have that little bit of breathing space. Oh, he's gone! Marquez had just crashed as well. He went on the outside curb and in the air he went. We have been gifted the lead here. This is like all my Christmases coming at once. Dovizioso's crashed twice. Marquez has crashed once. I'm in the lead. Somehow we've managed to pressure Marquez into a crash. Was not expecting that. He was just starting to pull away as well. He's still in second place though, and he's not really a huge distance behind. He's about 2 seconds. Right, I don't want to go stupid. We've only got one more lap after this one. We need to try and make sure that we finish this race. Don't make any mistakes, just try. That was a mistake. The rear's feeling terrible now. Okay, onto the straight. We've got one more lap to go. Into turn 1. This is a final lap and we are leading. Marquez crashed on the last lap, but he's still in second place. Gifted me the lead. He just went too wide out of Rio onto the curb on the outside and his bike got flung up in the air. I wonder if that's what happened to Dovizioso when he crashed. Yeah, my rear tyre not feeling good at all. Marquez is catching me really quickly. You can see on the map he's not that far behind. That's a bit worrying. I think he's going to catch me, you know. He's not that far behind. I'm starting to get a little bit nervous now. Through the first quick right-hander. Whoa, what happened there? My front just came up in the air. I know it took a little bit of inside curb, but I'd done that in qualifying and it was fine. That was weird. My front just lifted and... Okay, that must be a really weird bump on that inside curb then. But we're going to take second then. We've just thrown a win away. Unbelievable. I mean, that's just... No.
Soon, cameras will take
well,
us to the podium
second place is still fine. Dovizioso, where did he finish? 9th place. So he made a few places up. See where everyone else has finished. Okay. What has that done to the championship? Oh, 20 points behind now. Would have been 15 if we'd stayed on, but 20 points. But the next race, which I'm really not looking forward to, Aragon. How the hell am I meant to make any points up there? I have no idea.
Here we are for the podium ceremony. It's a weekend where everyone gave their all. But today, these riders have shown that they had a little bit extra in the locker. The crowd is going wild, and finally, they can enjoy this deserved moment of glory.
Alright, wow. Yeah, it should have been a win. But second place, that's fine. Oh, we got some more offers. Repsol Honda, I think we've got all the teams now. Yeah, Ducati, Yamaha. Yeah, we've got all the teams offering us a bike for next season now. Well, offering us a bike for now, but I'm not going to change until next season. So that's good. We can pick whatever team we want next season. I can't believe how much we've closed in on Dovizioso. 20 points. That's crazy. But yeah, 2 crashes for him, a crash for Marquez and a crash for myself. All 3 of us crashing at Mazzano. Right, bike development. what shall we do? We've got 22,000 to spend. So we're not going to be able to buy a lot. Should we do aggression on brakes just to get our braking a bit better? Hopefully that won't make us tuck the front end too much. That's all we're going to be able to afford. Yes, it is. Okay. Well, next weekend is going to be the one I'm dreading the most. Aragon. So let's go and see. Well, let's just get this one out of the way. Okay, so this is the one I've really not been looking forward to. Aragon. Haven't won here yet in this game. Moto 3. Got inside the top 10. Moto 2. Dead last. Struggling. I was in about 21st position. Then had a crash on the final lap and ended up dead last. However, times in MotoGP, probably because of the new update, I've been quickest in free practice. So, yeah, that's definitely a bonus. We're going to see how we get on in qualifying. But yeah, it's looking more positive this time. Out we go, ready for qualifying. But yeah, I've not been looking forward to this race all season. This is definitely the one I've been fearing most. But I've been pleasantly surprised in free practice. So let's see how we get on in qualifying. Okay, well, let's see what we can do. So we're currently in 7th place as we go into turn 1. The bike is moving around quite a bit on the brakes, but that's fine. I can deal with that. I'm going to see what kind of lap we can put in. Using a bit of traction control as well, because I've not got very good rear grip around here, no matter what compound of rear tyre I have on. So yeah, got to use a bit of traction control around here also. Which is a little bit annoying, but yeah, just really spinning up at corners. There's not a lot of grip around this track. Into the reverse corkscrew. Through the long left. Be patient. Then get on the gas. This next corner I kind of struggled with a little bit in Moto 3 and Moto 2. Not too bad in MotoGP. I kept struggling to get it stopped into there in Moto 3 and Moto 2. Kept going really wide. Getting used to this bus stop chicane again now. Again, another corner that I struggled with. But yeah, I've kind of sorted out my braking marker for MotoGP, so not too bad in there. Not saying it's always going to be perfect, especially if I'm battling or anything, but... So, Lorenzo's done a 145.3. We're just going to come out the last corner. 144.9 for Marquez. 143.9 for me. Okay.
Times after the second and last qualifying session. Our live broadcast ends here for today. Thanks for joining us. Tune in again tomorrow for live coverage of the MotoGP class.
So there we go, starting on pole position at Aragon. Who would have thought that? Not me, that's for sure.
The cameras are accompanying us on a tour of their favourite riders for today's MotoGP race. We can't make predictions, but judging from the extremely competitive qualifying sessions, we're sure we're going to see a fantastic show.
Yes, right. Let's see what we can do here. Hopefully it will go alright. So there we go. Starting in pole position.
The final riders have taken their place on the starting grid and everything is ready to start the race. Just a few seconds to go and the lights at the Aragon track will signal the start of the race.
Okay, I don't feel that ready, but let's give it a whirl, see what happens. Here we go. Aragon, we've already lost the lead to Marquez. And we got it back, but he's on the inside for turn 1. And we've lost a few places. Back behind both factory Ducatis. So we got... Oh no, we got Lorenzo. Gone a bit wide. Yeah, that's not good. He's come back through. Okay. And so's Vinales. So, back up to 4th. So not the best of starts. Vinales has got us back. So we're back down to 5th. And Rossi's trying to come through as well. Got Vinales on the inside, so we are back up the 4th. So we've got 2 factory Ducatis ahead. Lorenzo, oh, Vinales trying to come back through, but didn't quite manage it. Yeah, we've got Lorenzo ahead of us, Dovizioso and Marquez in the lead. Okay, let's see. So in Moto3 and Moto2, I was losing so much time through this long left. Not this time. We're right with them. In fact, I'm going to have a go at Lorenzo into the next corner on the brakes. There we go. Job done. Have we got it stopped? We have got it stopped nicely as well. 3rd place. Right. Into the chicane. That was fine. Into the left. Oh! Lorenzo going straight into the back of me. We got quite a good run out of the chicane, but then we did hold up Lorenzo into the second part out of the corner, so that's why he lost a little bit of time. Into the final corner. So at least it's Marquez that's leading, not Dovizioso. And we are 3rd after lap 1. Bit squirrely on the brakes into turn 1. And we got another lap to do. Oh, look at that. We're almost right with Dovizioso. Marquez is making a break for it. Meanwhile, I'm just edging closer to Dovizioso. Lorenzo's still right behind me. Oh, thought about putting up the inside, but not quite. It's going to be interesting to see where I'm going to be able to get Dovi. Yeah, I'm pleased that I'm not losing like a stupid amount of time through that left-hander now. Because the pace of the AI before the update around here was just stupidly quick. And I'm not entirely sure what the MotoGP... Oh, Rossi trying to come through. Yeah, I'm not sure what the MotoGP category would have been like before the update. But as it is at the moment, we are 3rd. You can just about see Marquez in the distance, so it's not like we're winning. But we are currently in the battle for 2nd place. Now, it's whether I can get past Dovizioso. If I can get ahead of Dovizioso, we'll take even more points off him. We've got a great drive out the final corner. We're going into 2nd place now. We've got it stopped. Not quite. Dovizioso through on the inside, so we're back down to 3rd. So Dovizioso putting up a bit of a fight here. All the while, Marquez is just pulling away even more. I can pick whatever team I want for the next season as well. All the teams are interested. Up the inside on Dovizioso. Going to go a bit wide on the exit, we are, and he's come back through. I didn't do it downhill. Oh, Rossi's there as well. He's trying to come through. On the brakes into the left. Nicely done. Haven't been able to make a move stick on Dovizioso yet. Maybe this is going to be the one. If we can get in his slipstream, we've got a slight better run out as well. Get him into the final corner. There we go, got him already on the brakes. So we're going to go a bit wide. We're going to go a little bit wide. Is he going to come back underneath? No, not quite. Okay, so we are now in 2nd place. Start of lap number 4. Marquez has got 1.5 second lead. So am I going to be able to close him down? That is what I'm going to try and do. But Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what the gap is and where it comes down, where it goes back up. And I mean, the gap may stay the same now, may stay quite consistent over the line. I mean, it looks like we've started to catch him already, but I think we just need to focus on the gap over the start-finish line. Because yeah, it's under 1.5 seconds now. But I'm sure that will go back up at certain sections in the track. Got a bit too deep into that. But yeah, I definitely will try and catch him. Every point's going to help. I mean, after the stupidness that happened in bloody Mazzano, when... Well, I'm not entirely sure what happened still. Just the front end came up in the air going through the second quick right-hander. Don't know if there's quite a big lump in the inside curb that I hit or something, I don't know. But yeah, got to make amends for that, where we threw a win away. Still beat DeVizioso by a margin as well, because he had 2 crashes in that race. Marquez had 1 and I had 1 as well, so all 3 of us crashing at least once in that race. But yeah, that gap to Marquez has definitely gone up. So we'll see what that is across the line. So last time we went across the line, it was 1.5 seconds. What's it going to be this time? I think it's gone up, you know. Yeah, about the same. So yeah, what I thought was going to happen has happened. The gap staying pretty consistent. We're on lap 5 now. Just going to have to try and speed up a little bit if I can. But it's not really a track where I thrive. So yeah, I'm just going to have to do what I can. Maybe we will end up settling for second. I'll keep trying to the end, that's for sure. I've gone very wide there. Otherwise that's going to be 2 races where Marquez has had the upper hand. I mean, he had the upper hand on me at Mazzano. I couldn't quite get with him and he ended up crashing, which gave me the lead. But then a lap later I ended up crashing and he retook the lead. So he's definitely had the pace the last race and this race. So whether I can get back with him, gone too wide again. Just pushing on a little too hard. Gap's gone back up 1.4. I don't think I'm going to be able to catch him, you know. I think we've kind of settled. We're starting to drift into no man's land where the person in front we're not catching, but we are pulling away from the guys behind. And if we're lucky, Rossi may get DeVizioso because he's right with him. The gap's come down by a 10th. DeVizioso is still in 3rd, Rossi 4th, but Rossi is right with him, so yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if Rossi can get DeVizioso. It would be nice if he did. Oh, that's not good. Don't want to be doing that. The rear's spinning up a little bit as well. It's spinning up quite a bit, actually. So getting quite a bit of movement here at Aragon with the Ducati. I mean, this section that we're in now is the section where the gap comes down, but then the last sector is when it goes back up again. Yeah, I don't know. It's under a second. That's the lowest the gap has been. Oh, almost high-sided myself. Getting a bit too excited. But again, we just need to see what the gap is going to be across the line, because this is the section he pulls away again. So about to run at that second part of the chicane onto the back straight. See, it's over a second again, the gap. Whale may run out of laps, but we'll have to wait and see. What's it going to be over the line this time? It's going to be under a second. So the gap is coming down now. Into turn 1. Okay, I smell a victory here. So I am going to keep pushing. Despite the fact that my rear is starting to spin out quite badly. But we are almost right with him now. That lead is pretty much demolished. We are catching Marquez here. It's under half a second the gap. So I'm not sure what's happened to his pace, but we're almost with him. Can we actually win for the first time at Aragon in MotoGP 18? What a turnout for the books this will be. Just don't do anything stupid, Robbo. Don't throw it down the road like you did at Mazzano. Trouble is, the gap is coming down, but I'm not sure it's coming down enough. That was better. It's over a second again though, the gap. So he's definitely getting a good line through that chicane. Through the final corner, or final 2 corners. 16 and 17. It's almost a second again, the gap. On lap 8. I don't think I've quite got enough to get with him. I mean, this time last lap we were right with him, but yeah, it's just opened that gap a little bit. We've closed him down a little bit again, but not as much as last lap, so that's telling me I've not quite got the pace to get with him. Into the reverse corkscrew. He is close, but I don't know. I have to wait and see what happens right when if we can get with him, then I think I'll be able to pass him, but it's just getting with him. Closed quite a bit on the brakes there, but gone in a bit too hot. But we'll see how much he pulls out through this chicane, because this is where I'm losing most of my time. That wasn't such a good exit for him there. That was not such a good exit. Uses slipstream. Can we get him? Can we get him into the final corner? On the brakes. Gone a little bit wide. Is he going to come through? He had a look. Is he? No. We're going to have this. Just run to the line now. We are going to win at Aragon. Holy moly, left it right to the last lap. Last corner of the last lap. And we just managed to get him. I don't know what happened to him through that chicane, but he did not pull away that time. We managed to get a better exit and just use his slipstream. Oh, that was a good race. Nice close finish as well. Wow, look at that. 11 points. Just between me and Dovizioso now. This is starting to get very interesting, this championship. I was not expecting that. I did not think I had enough to be able to catch him. That gap just looked a little bit too big, but towards the end of that last lap, he was, yeah, we were on him. Awesome race. Awesome result. Oh, well happy with that. Yeah, like I said, that's my first race win at Aragon in MotoGP 18, and there is the achievement to prove it. That was pretty much a perfect race. Got him right at the end. He led basically the whole race apart from the last couple of corners. Nice. So, is it time we put the difficulty up to 120%? Well, I'll decide that for the next video, but let's do some more bike development. Getting towards the end of the season now as well. So I think the next race is Buriram. Yeah, I think so. So it'll be interesting to see how we get on there. Do some power. We haven't got enough. We got enough for anything. Brakes, can we do that? Yeah, we can. Okay. So that is that done. Let's look at the standings now then. So, Red Bull rookies. Tate is in the lead from Canon Tuneout. He's moved down to second place. But that is only 1 point separating them two. Moto3, you got Bezzecchi leading Jorge Martin in second and Aragon in third. Bezzecchi's got quite a nice margin over Martin. Baldassari is leading Bagnaia and Alex Marquez in Moto2. And MotoGP, just 11 points separating myself and Dovizioso. Dovizioso leading me in second, Marc Marquez in third. And just everyone else in there as well if you want to have a look. I don't know how Simeon's got points, but some of the other riders haven't. Well, there we go. 2 different races, but 2 awesome races. But anyway, guys, that is it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel for more content. I shall see you guys in the next video. See you.